All right. Well, this is going to be a yoga for beginners series over the next several weeks. And so there might be a little bit more verbalizing how we're working out the poses in our bodies. However, just remember if you're a teacher, you're a longtime practitioner, this is your opportunity to check in, tweak, and refine your practice, right? So beginner foundational yoga is my favorite because it's like an offering to chill, you know? So that's what we're going to do. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to start off in a nice, easy pretzel pose. Just let your legs cross in front of you. Maybe Sukhasana if you want to get a little bit more intentional. And let's take a moment, yogis, and just allow the body to settle into your mat. I want you to think of your mat as your sacred space. And this is your time that you get for you. Your time to be more intentional about your breathing. Your time to check in with your body and see how it's feeling without judgment. And this is really what yoga is all about. It's about self, the relationship we have with ourselves, the relationship we have with our body, the messages our mind is always sending us. This is our time to pause and listen. So that's what we shall do. So taking a moment and placing one hand over your heart, the other atop of that hand. Maybe a slight tuck of the chin toward the body. And just allow yourself to sense your breath moving throughout. Feeling your heart lifting and falling. Start to draw awareness as you scan your body, maybe checking in on ailments or injuries or tightness. Or maybe you just feel so amazing as you enter into your Saturday. Whatever it may be. Now, since yoga is a sacred practice, it's a philosophy, it's a way to connect back with ourselves on a deeper level. We love to begin our practice with gratitude. Maybe just saying thank you for the time, the motivation, the health, or perhaps actually setting an intention for your practice today. Why are you practicing yoga? So take a moment here. And then we're going to seal in these thoughts with a deep inhalation. Open the mouth and let it go. Yes, let's take two more. Wonderful. On your next inhale, let's inhale those hands way above us. Let's feel the body lengthening in both directions. And then let's exhale the hands right back by our side, tucking the chin into our body. Let's repeat that. Inhale the hands up. Take your eye gazes up. Stretch your body. We're always looking to invite the stretch. Exhale, release. And then let's take one more. A nice deep inhale. Inhaling, raising your body toward the sky. Lengthening and stretching. And then exhaling. Yes. And let's just take a moment. Let's just stretch the body nice and gently. So we're going to take a hand. It doesn't matter which one. We're going to place it over the opposite side. And we're just going to invite a little stretch right there in the side of the neck. Start to allow your breath to move through your body so that the stretch can become more relaxed. The muscles will be less tense. This is where we really use our breath to help us get deeper into our stretching. And then exhale, release. And then take a deep inhale. As you exhale, start to take it on the opposite side. And again, you're looking, you're inviting, you're reaching for that stretch. Yes. And then exhale when you're ready and let it go. We're gonna bring the hands right over our knees. And I like to make big circles with my body like I'm stirring up a pot of green chili stew. Perfect time now. Releasing any tension that's happening in the body here. Moving as fast or as slow as your body needs and wants. And then switching sides whenever you are ready. Throughout your practice today, honor your body. So that means if I'm saying something that isn't serving you, suiting you well, working with you today, then don't do it, right? You won't hurt my feelings. And then we're gonna come back to center. And we're gonna slowly make our way onto all four, tabletop position. From here, the hands are right under the shoulders, the eyes are right in between the thumbs, so you can release any tension in your neck. Try not to hold your neck up by trying to float your head high. And then we're gonna spread those fingers, pressing the palms into the earth. You can also bring your hands into like a little bit of a ball, maybe tenting those palms off of the earth if that feels better for your wrist. And your hands are right under the shoulders, your knees are right hip distance apart. Take a moment here and just feel the position in your body. Try not to be in a hurry. A big part of our yoga physical practice is experiencing the pose, not rushing through it. And then when you're ready, you're going to take a deep inhale. As you exhale, tuck your chin around your spine, press the earth away from you, tuck your tail into a mad cat's back. And then on your next inhale, nose to the sky, drop your belly to the earth, lift your tail behind you like a happy cow smelling roses. Moving through your cat-cows, getting some spinal flexion, going at your own pace. Allowing the body to get as flexible in the spine as your breath will guide you. And you really do this by relaxing the eyes, not trying to consider what might be coming next, just really being present with your body. Yes. We're going to take 2 more rounds before bringing ourselves back to a neutralized spine, tabletop posture. And then when you come back through center, you're going to step your right foot in between your thumbs, and you're going to slide that left foot behind you, coming into that low lunge. Take a moment. This is a wonderful place to have our blocks, right? Just lifting the earth a little higher towards us so that we can get a little deeper into the pose. Blocks are your friends. Now, if your hands reach the earth comfortably and you feel good there, but if you feel like you're straining and your spine is not nice and neutral, then you want to add that block in there. So take a moment. We're just going to observe the body here. You can always place a blanket under your knee in the back just to give it a little padding there as well. Eye gaze is right down toward the earth, neutralizing your cervical spine, relaxing the back of your neck. Now, in yoga, we want to first establish the pose in our body. Then the second thing we want to do is notice the breath and regather the breath back to our body. Anything you layer on after that will be based on your personal practice, but those two are most important. Starting to allow the sensations to show up in your body, maybe starting to have an observance of where you might be feeling a little tension, where you might need to encourage a little bit more relaxation. This is where your exhalations will help your nervous system settle a little deeper. One more round of breath here. And then when you're ready, we're going to tuck the back toe, lift that back knee. We're going to step that back foot to reach to the front, coming into a forward fold. And you can pedal it out here. So the knees are bent. Maybe shaking your head from side to side. You are in an inversion. We're getting right into that lymphatic system here. Getting that blood flowing through the body. And then you're going to come back to a nice neutralized pacing. Go ahead and bend those knees and slowly roll up inch by inch, little by little. When you arrive, inhale your hands into the air and exhale your hands to your heart. We're going to hang out here with our hands in heart center. Take a moment, press the palms together. Feel the palms really connecting with themselves. Maybe the fingers are spread, maybe they're glued together. Draw your awareness towards your shoulders, let them relax. We're going to keep those palms together and we're going to inhale the hands up toward the sky, the eye gazes can follow. And then exhale, separate the hands in a slow swan dive. Feeling that hinging at the hips, feeling that stretch in the back of the legs, bending your knees whenever you need to. Coming into this forward fold, pedal it out. And we're going to come down into bending the knees onto our hands and knees, back to tabletop, drawing the left foot in between the hands, sliding that right foot behind you. Yes, getting into that low lunge. Eye gazes right down toward the earth, relaxing the back of the neck. Again, if you are using your shoulders too much here, you're using too much energy or muscular engagement, use your blocks, right? Yoga is this sweet little balance between strength and relaxation. So we want to relax in this one. We want to start to notice the body. Once you feel the pose in your body, reactivate your breath. Start to feel the inhalations and exhalations moving throughout. Whenever your mind wanders, just start to listen to the breath moving through your body. With every exhale, encouraging those more tight spots in the body to relax a little bit more. Releasing any tension in the jaw. Yes. One more round of breath. And then you will slowly begin to bring your hands back to the earth, tuck the toe, lift the knee, step that back foot to the front, coming back to forward fold. Pedal it out. We're gonna do another slow roll up. So take your time with bent knees, slowly rise. Allow your head to float on top of your shoulders. Moving as light as a feather. Inhale the hands into the sky. This time, exhale a little heart opener, a gentle back bend. Inhale, engage your core, draw yourself back up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Take a moment, find your breath, find your peace. Connect back to your body. Feel your feet pressing into the earth. Deep inhales, deep letting go. Wonderful. When you're ready, those palms are gonna stay glued together. Inhale up. Look for the stretch, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Exhale, slow swan dive, hinging back at the hips. Coming upside down, our head is gonna go below the heart. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. We're gonna step into our first plank, and then we're gonna drop our knees. We're gonna sit on our heels, and we're going to separate the knees as wide as the mat. If this doesn't feel good, feel free to sit on a block here. And if your knees being bent in this direction still don't feel good, then you can always sit on your tail and draw the bottoms of your feet together. So from here, we're just gonna feel ourselves opening through the hip flexors a bit. Feel like now they're too far. Yeah. Taking a moment, just observing the body, getting a little bit into the hip opener. And then we're gonna walk our hands forward, nice and slow, like a kitty cat, coming into a nice wide-legged child's pose. Your blocks can come right under your forehead if your forehead doesn't reach the earth. And we're gonna let the body just melt into your mat here. Yes. This is a wonderful time to start to offer yourself some gratitude, check in with your body, and activate deep diaphragmatic breaths. So deep inhales, filling the lungs, and nice, long, slow exhalations, relaxing the body, getting right into your parasympathetic nervous system here. Now, the calmer the body gets, the harder it actually is to breathe. So if you ever notice that you get a little choked up or your breathing feels a little labored during your class, that sometimes is a good sign, right? Unless it feels anxiety provoking, you might actually just really be close to a resting state. One more round of breath. And then we're gonna come back into tabletop, our foundational pose here. We're gonna actually take our first down dog of today. So we're gonna tuck our toes and then lift our tail. And as you arrive, let's bend those knees and let's pedal it out. Now here, if the inversion is too much, then you can take your eyes to the top of your mat. Yes, wiggle things out. Down dog is a resting pose because you're in an inversion, right? Now, if this doesn't suit you, a great counter pose, or a great option, I should say better, is puppy pose. So just like child's pose, except your tail's a little higher in the sky, the stretchy kitty. Now from down dog, we're gonna walk our toes to meet our hands. We're gonna bend our knees and slowly roll up. Take your time. Inhale the hands into the sky. Exhale the hands to your heart. Yes. We're going to reverse that. Inhale, rise. This time we're going to interlace the fingers and flip the palms to the sky, taking a gentle heart opener, getting a little deeper into that stretch. Separating the hands as you fold forward in that slow swan dive. And this time we're going to inhale, lifting halfway, drawing our fingertips all the way up our legs, up our shins to our knees. And then exhale, fold, just neutralizing the spine, drawing the blood back down. Bend the knees, we're gonna step back yet again, take your time, a gentle plank as we drop the knees. From here, we're gonna come right into a little still on a rock or a cobra. So knees are grounded, heart's lifted, eye gazes up. Feeling that chest expansion, getting deeper into that back bend as well. And then exhale your tail to your heels. So in today's class, we're really focusing on stretching the body, getting into those spaces that are sometimes ignored, slowing down our movements. Utilizing your blocks where you see fit. Block under the forehead could give you a little bit more relief. Your goal in yoga isn't to hold the pose uncomfortably until you transition to a new one. The goal is to get as relaxed and comfortable in your body every chance you get. So sometimes that means we have to search for comfort, we have to look for the stretch, we have to look for the opportunity to relax. We have to check in, check in, check in. Yes. One more round of breath. We're gonna come back to tabletop. And this time we're gonna take a nice balancing table, getting into a nice little bird dog here. Eye gazes are gonna stay grounded toward the earth for balance. Hands are right under those shoulders. We're gonna shift our weight into that left hand, right hand forward, eye gazes stay grounded. Left foot's gonna slide behind you. Keep those toes tucked into the earth. Press the mat away from you. Feel that lifting up toward the sky. Imagining there's a string from your navel to the clouds. Something's holding you up here. You're a perfect tabletop. Option to lift that leg in line with your spine. Totally optional here. Finding your breath. Noticing how instinctively your body wants to hold your breath here so that you can balance the pose. Just tell your body, nope, we're gonna breathe and it's all fine. One more round of breath. Exhale the hand back, the knee back, and let's go ahead and wag our puppy tail. Go ahead and take your ear to shoulder on each side. And then we're gonna walk our hands out in front of us, getting into a stretchy kitty cat variation. Go ahead and drop your head in between your shoulders. Maybe shake your head. Maybe take your tail to heels. Just stretch the body intuitively. And then draw the hands back under your shoulders. Find that nice tabletop. Take a moment, readjust your body, make sure it makes sense, you feel stable. And when you're ready, eye gaze is staying grounded toward the earth, right? Keeping a nice, relaxing positioning of your spine. Shift your weight into that right hand, left hand forward. Slide that right foot behind you. Keep those toes tucked into the earth here. Take a moment, observe your body. Maybe noticing if you need to make any adjustments. Maybe the hand isn't under the shoulder enough. Maybe you feel a little lopsided. And if you like, you can take that balance challenge, right? Totally optional. Some days are different than others. Once you feel the pose in your body, let's reconnect with the breath, even if you lose the pose. Yoga is like a dance. Soon as you get the pose and you breathe, you lose the pose. You have to re-get the pose, re-breathe. And it just continues for 60 minutes. Right? One more round of breath. And exhale, release. Woo! Let the body go. Now, there's these wonderful things that the nervous system responds to, and it's called noise. So allow some noise to escape. I was just saying in the last class, when you're holding a child or a baby, you try to like relax them by making little sounds like, ah, whoo, you know, do it for yourself. It's a good signal to your nervous system, like, okay, we just did that. We're gonna come back into a nice little child's pose, nice and wide-legged. Let the belly hang in between your thighs. Let the head rest on the earth or a block. And again, let's take a moment and reactivate some deeper breath. Really taking those deep inhalations, feeling the back of the body, feeling the muscles in your backside start to really engage. Breathing through the side body, breathing through the lower spine, getting into the tailbone, breathing into your pelvis, and feeling your belly expand. Imagining like you are a balloon, and every time you inhale, the balloon is expanding. All areas of the body, wherever you can expand some air in your body, do it. And then slow, slow, slow exhalations. Now, whenever you're holding a pose like child's pose or down dog, this is your chance to breathe, right? It's harder to breathe in that balancing table pose than it is right now. And that is okay. One more round. And then we're gonna slowly roll up back to sitting on our heels. Again, you can sit on a block here. We're gonna separate those knees wide. And this time we're going to draw our hands behind our back. Now, option to interlace the hands, grab the back of your t-shirt, opposite elbows, or you can just reach, right? You can just reach for something, engaging those muscles, telling your body to lengthen. Now the eye gazes can start to go up toward the sky, getting deeper into that stretch. If you're interlacing your hands, those shoulder blades are gonna start to come together. If you're just reaching, right? And then maybe tucking the chin into the chest, getting a little deeper into the stretch if you wish. Now, yoga is a nice foundational and functional practice for the aging of our bodies, right? So we reach for things, we bend down, we bend over. And yoga, we're basically creating all of those movements throughout our practice. Muscle memory. One more round of breath. And then exhale, release. We're gonna come back through tabletop. Take your time. Right foot's gonna come back in between the thumbs. We're going to tuck the back toe and lift that back knee. We're gonna drop that back foot 90 degrees. So you can look behind you and you can see that foot edging up with the back of your mat. And then you're going to press into that front foot and you're gonna helicopter or windmill or butterfly, whatever makes you feel good here, into a warrior two. Go ahead and flip your palms toward the sky. Notice the shoulders relaxing out of your ears. And then flip your palms forward. Eye gaze is forward, right? Right over that right shoulder, looking right through that middle finger. Your fingers can be separated or glued, yogi's choice. Now, let's say your arms are just super exhausted here. Just draw them to your waist, right? Or cactus arms. Most importantly, from the belly button down, we feel grounded, we feel nice and rooted. One more round of breath. And now we're going to reverse it. And just notice how the body feels a little more relaxed. Go ahead and take your eye gazes behind you, right over that left shoulder, just releasing any tension in the back of your body here. Yes. Lovely. The warriors are so wonderful because they just give us so much strength, right? They make us feel really strong and grounded in our bodies. Even if you feel a little shaky or unstable, there's still this sensibility of, I'm a warrior though. And we're gonna slowly bring those hands forward, eye gazes follow. We're gonna drop that front arm on top of that thigh, opposite arm into the sky. Eye gazes can follow or ground toward the earth for a nice side angle, nice supported one. As your arm presses into your leg is really like this beautiful stability rock for your arm. So you're not hovering. The arm that's in the sky can come to the waist if your shoulder needs some relief. Or you can take some binds if those are in your practice. Yeah, wonderful. Eye gaze is toward the earth, so you can ground your energy, ground your body. Where the eyes go, the body follows, usually. We're gonna slowly press through that front foot and rise back. We're gonna lengthen, we're gonna come through center. Your feet are gonna go diagonal to your mat's edges. And your hands are now nice and neutralized out into your airplane wings. And then we're gonna lift them up a little higher for star. Yes. We're gonna hang out here for just a moment. Just feel the star in your body. And then you're gonna bend your elbows and bend your knees. You're gonna feel your tailbone sort of sinking toward the earth here. And we're gonna inhale, lengthen, just so we can get that stretch. And this time, exhale, relax into the pose. Yes, wonderful. Find your breath here. Feel the palms of your hands. When you're ready on your next exhale, those hands are gonna come on top of your thighs. You're gonna stick your tail out behind you. And we're gonna take that right shoulder behind us. Eye gaze is over the right. We're just gonna invite that side body stretch, a little twist here. Exhale, center. Inhale here. Exhale, opposite side, pressing your right palm into the inner of your right leg, using your body to help guide you. You can get deeper into the stretch. Your body is a prop. And then exhale, back center, yogis. We're gonna fold forward. Legs are gonna lengthen a little bit. Heel toe all the way in. Bend the knees and slowly rise. Inhale the hands into the air. Exhale, a little heart opener, baby back bend. Yes, inhale, rise. Exhale our hands to our heart space. Take a moment here into the asana. Eye gazes can be nice and gentle here. Take a moment. Notice all the tension that's hanging out in your glutes, your thighs, your lower back. Relax. Relax. And then from here, we're going to bring our hands to our hips. And we're just going to pivot and swivel towards the front door or towards your left, depending on where you're coming from. So the back of your mat's going to be the front here in just a second. We're going to step the back foot to meet the front. And inhale your hands into the sky. Got some yoga teachers in the front there. Exhale, swan dive down. Yes, take your props with you if you want them. Inhale, lifting halfway. Let your fingers come up to your shins. Exhale, fold yet again. Take your time. We're gonna hang out in this forward fold for just a moment, so feel free to really bend your knees. Feel free to have your blocks. Feel free to grab opposite elbows, allowing yourself to maybe sway from side to side if you don't feel too dizzy doing so. Yeah. One more wonderful round of breath here. And when you're ready with bent knees, you're gonna step that left foot back, and then you're gonna draw it down 90 degrees. Take your eye gazes back. Your foot should be an edge with your mat. Take a moment. You're gonna maybe need to make some adjustments here. You're gonna slowly helicopter up or windmill butterfly into your warrior two. If you need to lengthen and stretch, bend and stretch until you find the pose in your body. Remember, this practice is all about you discovering the pose for you. That means maybe 2 knees are bent. Who knows, right? Flip your palms to the sky. Let your shoulders come out of the ears. Relax, lengthen through the neck, and then flip them back. Yes, and that looks so pretty from over here. Eye gaze is right in between those fingertips. Everything around you gets blurrier. Yes. When you're ready, we're gonna reverse it. Looking for a nice gentle exhale. Reverse your warrior. Yes, you got it. Remember, the arms can always be adjusted wherever the shoulders want them to go. They can come back to the hips. Eye gazes can go behind that left shoulder so that you can relax the neck, whatever you need. One more round of breath here. Don't ever worry about doing something wrong, right? And then exhale, bring it back to warrior two where you just were, airplane arms. And that front arm's gonna rest on top of that front thigh. The opposite arm toward the sky. Eye gazes can follow or stay grounded. Yes. Remember, the wall is your friend. If you ever need a little stability, you can always bring yourself closer to the wall. A chair, a countertop. Yes. Most importantly, you're engaging your breath. So it doesn't matter if you're just standing there. If you're breathing with intention, you're already rewiring your cells of your body. One more round of breath, yogis. Eye gazes toward the earth, press through that front foot and rise. Yes. We're gonna come back to center. So you're gonna find that star that you did earlier. Yes, you got it. Just imagine you're a star, whatever your body showed up as. Maybe you look like a different star. A shooting one, right? A lucky star. I think that's the most important thing when you come to yoga is we're not synchronized swimmers, although that would be cute. So feel free to just be in your body when it's outside for you. Notice if you're holding any tension. Yes. Love the adjustment. I tell you, us yoga teachers in this room can all agree that when you see a student engaging in their practice, even if they are going off on their own journey, it's quite lovely. One more round of breath here, and then we're gonna bend those elbows for cactus arms. We're gonna bend those knees. We're gonna slowly sink into that goddess pose. Activating that divine feminine in your body. All that creativity, all that water. Yes, men have it too. We all have the sun and the moon. One more round of breath here. And then your hands are gonna rest on top of your thighs. You're gonna stick your tail out behind you. Tuck your chin into chest and just sway your body from side to side on this one. Like you're just rocking from side to side. Getting any of those little, I don't know, just tightness out of the body here intuitively. And then when you're ready, you're gonna fold forward, heel toe all the way in. And we're going to bend those knees and we're gonna slowly rise. Take your time. Nice and slow. Let your head float on top of your shoulders. Inhale your hands into the air. Exhale your hands to your heart. And like yoga soldiers, we're just gonna step to the front of our mat. Yes. From here, inhale your hands back to the sky. And exhale, swan dive, hinging nice and slow at the hips, bending the knees whenever your body requires that. Lifting halfway, folding forward, bending the knees. We're gonna step into a gentle plank, and then we're gonna drop our knees. We're gonna come into a child's pose. And we're gonna take a moment here, and then we're gonna do some stretches from this perspective. So, as I always talk about, your knees and your neck will dictate your practice or any injuries that you might be, attached to at the moment. So whenever you need to bend a knee, even if the pose calls for lengthened legs, hey, you got that old softball knee from college? Bend it, right? And your neck is your lifeline. Do not ever strain your neck in yoga, ever. Take a moment. And you're gonna look for a deep inhalation. As you exhale, go ahead and walk your fingertips over to the right. Be mindful of any blocks or water bottles you might have around you. You can stack those hands on top of each other if you like, or you can just reach and stretch. We're looking for that side body stretch. If you like, your hands can press into the earth, grounding your glutes towards the mat. And take a moment and just observe, like, where is this showing up in my body? One of the neatest things about practicing yoga or any type of movement, stretching type of modality is when you pay attention to how your body's responding, you can actually see the progressions over time, where you start to get a little taller. You can notice you're getting a little more flexible. Maybe it's something very just seems like nothing, but it's everything to you. I had a student once tell me, Bree, I can see in my rear view mirror without having to like lift up and lengthen, like my body is naturally having better posture. And she was just something I had never heard before, right? It's just those little things. On your next exhale, bring yourself back center. Take a deep inhale here. Fill up the entire body like a hot air balloon. And then exhale, take it to the other side. Every exhalation gives you that opportunity to get a little deeper into your stretch, get a little more grounded. Whatever it is you need here. Your next exhale, you're going to bring yourself back through center. We're going to slowly roll up and rise. And then you're going to come and swivel those legs around in front of you to a nice little seat. We're going to draw the bottoms of the feet together. Hands are going to come to the ankles or higher. You can be in a diamond or your heels can be closer to your pelvis. Whatever is happening anatomically for you. Okay? Take a moment here, really grab onto your legs. Wherever your hands land, use your legs to help guide you in this upright. Yeah. So you're not using any weird forces here. You're using your body. So take a moment, observe, feel yourself grounded, feel yourself rooting. And then let's start to look for some areas that we can relax. So I like to start relaxing my jaw, my muscles in my face, and then of course the shoulders, right? They're always sort of in the ears. So let's encourage them to relax. Once they relax, everything sort of follows. Yeah. So take a moment and just feel the breath. Once you feel the pose in the body, get back to your breath. Deep inhales. And I love to feel those little muscle bubbles starting to relax. They show up in your quads and in your calves. You can feel them in your hips. This is also where your mind's going to start telling you, stop doing this, right? And this is where the exhales will get you to kind of bypass those messages. One more round of breath. And when you're ready, we're going to tuck our chin into our body. We're going to kind of do a little compression with the thyroid gland, getting into that endocrine system. Find your breath here, and then slowly allow your shoulders to roll forward, encapsulating your heart, rounding your spine. And this should start to feel really relaxed. You can feel your glutes, your hip flexors relax. And for those of you who wish to take this a little deeper, maybe drawing the nose toward the toes, folding up like a clam. Now we're not trying to strain ourselves, right? So if you naturally fold, you naturally relax into whatever the pose is going to look like in your body, that's the goal. Yes. Let those audible exhales talk to your nervous system. Yeah. Hmm. That's right. Mm-hmm. One of our yogis in studio is wearing a shirt that says, trust your soul. Yes. What a beautiful mantra. One more round of breath here. And then a nice slow roll up. Let your head be the last thing to float atop of your body. Take your time. Yes. The slower we move, whenever we can, also the breath tends to follow that. We're gonna lengthen our legs out in front of us. And we're gonna slowly come down on each forearm, finding our way lying down on our back. Coming into a nice supine pose. We're gonna take the hands overhead. We're gonna stretch the fingers and the toes in opposite direction. And then we're gonna draw the knees toward our body. You can bring your hands under your legs, which is my favorite because I like to kind of hook my hands to my legs under my knees. And it lets me get deeper into the stretch. But also you can bring your hands over on top as well. You can also curl into a little ball and rock from side to side, or you can make big circles in the sky. Giving yourself a little massage on your lumbar spine. Whatever you do, make sure you do it in both directions if that's what you need to do. If you're holding the stretch, honor that. And stay connected with your breath. We're going to take a few more moments here. And when you're ready, you're going to drop those feet to the mat, knees to the sky. And I like to bring my hands into cactus arms over my head so my shoulders will ground themselves. Or you can bring your fingertips together like a diamond. And then let my knees fall from side to side for my windshield wipers. If the shoulders aren't happy here, you can draw the hands over your belly. Whatever feels intuitive. And let's just rock those knees from side to side gently. Maybe hanging out on one side just a smidge longer. Getting a little bit into that twist. When you wake up in the morning, before you hop out of bed, right? Hopefully you're not in a hurry. Just gonna take a couple of happy babies, a few windshield wipers, take some side body stretches and twist. Like start your day with your yoga. Notice your breath, check in with your body. It only takes about 5 minutes, although I know 5 minutes are valuable in the mornings. But maybe you could do it tomorrow morning. A little yoga in your bed. And after this, we're going to draw the knees back into the body. We're going to keep that right knee in, and we're going to lengthen that left leg to the earth. Again, you can hook your hands behind your knee, giving you a little bit more room to squeeze, or your hands can come over that knee. Option to take this knee over your body and get deeper into the side body twist. Option to keep the knee tucking toward your chest or right under that armpit area. Whatever feels best for you today. Now, anytime you're twisting or stretching, we really want to look for the breath here, right? We don't want to hold the breath. We don't want to cause like a traffic jam, excite the body, end up with some sort of a cramp. So you really want to encourage that breath to move through you. Even though sometimes it's harder. Looking for an exhale to take you out of the twist if you're in a twist. Both knees into your body. Take a moment, observe the body. And then take it on the other side. Whatever you did. Take your time. Yes. For an exhale to bring you out of whatever variation of this pose you've chosen. Coming back to center. And then from here, we're going to bring both knees back to the body. We're going to drop the feet to the mat. We're going to make sure those knees are about hip distance apart. Draw your hands down by your side, palms facing down. Take a moment, observe your shoulders, your neck. Make sure nothing feels all crunchy and bunched up. And then we're going to press into the bottoms of our feet, into the palms of our hands. We're going to float our hips up toward the sky. You're going to feel a little stretch here. Option to place a block under your body here, coming into a supported bridge. Option to float your legs to the sky, coming into a waterfall or legs up the wall modification. Or option to lower your tail back toward the earth. Take a few rounds of breath before taking bridge again. You can take 3 rounds of bridge, you can hold your bridge, or you can rest on your block. Yeah. That's right. Taking 2 rounds of breath here. If you're hanging out on a block, you're going to hang out on your block a little longer. If you're in a bridge, you can slowly start to relax your body out of it. And you can draw the bottoms of your feet together, letting your knees splay out to the side, block or no block, right? So totally up to you if you want to be a little lying butterfly. I like it with the block. You might love it without. Yes. Your hands can go wherever, over your head, on your belly, inner thighs, wherever you need to ground your energy, right? This is a deep heart opener as well as a hip opener. So you might feel a little exposed, a little open, a little vulnerable, right? So let your palms of your hands maybe receive that energy by facing up or facing down by grounding your energy. And from here, we're going to take some really nice rounds of breath. Feeling the body expand on the inhale. Feeling the body relax on the exhale. Whenever your thoughts start to wander, just get back to listening to your breath, maybe making those audible exhales to kind of remind your nervous system and your brain to come back to the body, get more embodied. That'll kind of bring you right back to the present. Taking 2 more delicious rounds of breath here. Do you need my help, Mom? Okay. Then you're going to slowly come out of your different poses you've chosen. Take a moment, observe your body, right? And ask your body, what do you need from me right now? Do you need any twists or turns, any final movements, any hugs and stretches? Check in with self. Yes. And you will eventually make your way into a final resting pose of choice. Now, traditionally, for lots of reasons, Shavasana is our final rest, but it's whatever your nervous system needs to understand that the previous 60 minutes were all intentional. So if that means laying on your belly, if that means laying on your side, honor that. Yes, get comfy. Take a moment here and start to allow yourself to relax. Notice the earth beneath you. Allowing any tension that's in the body to completely start to melt into the earth. Like you are giving it all to Mother Earth. You're letting the earth recycle your energy. The energy that no longer serves you or needed is still life force. It's still perfect. It's still prana. Just give it all back to the earth. What is waste for us is nourishment and nutrients for the earth. Beginning to breathe life into your body. Wiggling the toes and your finger. If not already, starting to roll over onto one side. And with your body as light as a feather, start to allow yourself to float back to a seated posture. Take your time. Ending today's practice, maybe bringing both hands over the heart or an Anjali Mudra for prayer center. Take a moment here and just bring to mind the gratitude that you have for your practice, for your life. remembering that you can always bring yourself back to this place, that this is truly the philosophy of yoga. Accepting ourselves where exactly we're at, without illusions, without desire to be something or be somewhere that isn't here, right now. And with that, we will conclude today's practice. Thank you for allowing me to guide you. Om Shanti Om. May peace be with all of you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday, unless you're spending most of your day here with me. And for the rest of you, if you're coming back at 12:30 for the trauma-informed yoga, then we will be back up in about 30 minutes. See you all soon. Thank you. Bye.